Welcome to my new humble abode. This is my very first video that I'm filming in my new apartment here in Nebraska. I just moved to Nebraska back on Friday this past week, and I just got back from seeing Black Adam, the latest DCEU film, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the titular Black Adam. He's been imprisoned and asleep in the Middle East for 5,000 years, and now he's reemerged because, he's got the Shazam powers from the Wizards, and now he's back in the present day working together with these new superheroes and these citizens to free this one country from a group of evil mercenaries and evil wizards. So like most people, I think it's fair to say, I walked into Black Adam cautiously excited for it. I love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's one of my favorite actors. But he was announced to play the character back in 2014, and after 8 years, we finally have gotten this film. In the back of my head, I was kind of afraid this movie would be sort of dead on arrival, which thankfully, in my opinion at least, it was not. I think there's a lot of things to enjoy about Black Adam, but at the same time, I feel like the best superhero movies, be it DC or Marvel, the best superhero movies are the films where they introduce new actors and give those new actors their big break for in a blockbuster franchise. When I see Henry Cavill, I see Superman. When I see Gal Gadot, I see Wonder Woman. When I see Jason Momoa, I see Aquaman. When I see Ezra Miller, I see The Flash. When I see Daniela Melchior, I see Ratcatcher 2. When I see Dwayne Johnson, I still see Dwayne Johnson. So seeing the trailer for Black Adam walking into this film, I was afraid that Dwayne Johnson would be miscast, but no, he carries this film, as well as Pierce Brosnan, who plays Dr. Fate in Black Adam. Dr. Fate in this movie steals he steals the show in every scene that he's in. I really enjoyed Pierce Brosnan's performance. And the CGI, not the best CGI that DC films in the past few years have to offer, I will say that, but I thought visually speaking the film was very well executed and well shot, well choreographed. The action scenes especially were super top notch, and I was definitely on the edge of my seat and invested in the fight scenes that were going down. Dwayne Johnson, his whole thing is hey, he's kind of an anti-hero. He's not exactly a villain. He's not out to destroy the world, but at the same time, he kills people and he's out with a vengeance. So yeah, he's not the most moral dude, which makes him butt heads a lot with Dr. Fate and other heroes he's working with. It's hey, heroes don't kill people. It's oh, well, I do. And there is some very well done humor in Black Adam that did get me to chuckle at a few scenes, but there are other scenes where it kind of fell flat. And that kind of brings me to overall the biggest gripe that I have with this film. The exposition and the script and the writing and the pacing is all over the place. This film is 2 hours and 5 minutes long, and it felt way faster than that. Faster than I've liked it to. The opening scene, it establishes the ancient times that he's from, and the people that have been enslaved that are working for this evil king that he's trying to mine these magic minerals for, and his son is killed. That's where he gets his that's where he meets the wizards. They give him the Shazam powers. Yeah, there's just a lot of very cliche narration, and it's just it pulled me out of the movie for a minute. I was I don't like where this is going. But then when he gets into the modern times, he wakes up after 5,000 years. That's when the film picks up and works for me. Nearing the third act to this film, I thought the film was gonna without spoiling it, something happens that made me think that the film was just gonna end right there and then. But nope, the movie just keeps going after that and goes through on the third act, and that threw me off, and I was really? The film isn't ending? I thought it was. But I'm happy that the film didn't just end right there and then. If you've seen the movie, you probably know the scene I'm talking about, because the last fight scene in this film was very well executed, and I was yes! Black Adam, it's not a great movie. It's flawed. It has its issues. But it doesn't need to be a masterpiece. Not every comic book movie nowadays has to be Avengers caliber. It doesn't need to be Zack Snyder's Justice League caliber. It doesn't need to be James Gunn's Suicide Squad caliber, or any of these other masterpieces, or No Way Home, or any of these other masterpieces we had in recent years. That's fine. It is setting up for the Shazam sequel and the future DCEU installments. And for what it is, I appreciated this film for what it was. So overall, Black Adam, I'm giving it a 6 out of 9 stars. It's a likable film. I want to apologize for the lack of uploads in the past 2 weeks. If you haven't watched my videos for the past month, you probably know I just finished an internship that I had in Colorado Springs, and I had a new internship start here a few days ago here in Nebraska. So I had to leave Colorado Springs, and I was hanging out with family in Denver, and then I finally got out here my internship. So far, things are off to a very great start for me, but it's going to be a very busy and hectic end of the year. Busy and hectic, though, is not synonymous with, like, bad times. It just means busy and hectic times. So yeah, I'm going to be here in Nebraska until January. I did, my last night in Colorado Springs, I did film 3 small videos. Hopefully I can get around to uploading soon for you guys. Thank you for watching this movie review, and if you like it, hit that thumbs up like button, please, and subscribe to my channel. My name is TB9. Have a nice night. Stay beastly.